This leader is provided to facilitate adjustment of focus. Please be aware there are spoilers contained in this video presentation.
Do, re, mi, baby, fa, sol, la, ti, baby, do, re, mi, fa, sol, baby, don't nobody cooler than Andrews.
The Sound of Music was directed by Robert Wise. It was released in 1965. It won an Oscar for Best Picture, Director, Sound Editing, and Score. It was nominated for Best Actress, Supporting Actress, Cinematography, Art Direction, Costumes, and it won the Golden Globe for Picture and Actress. And she got positively robbed for Best Actress. The lady that won the Oscar, I don't even know what movie it was.
The Best Actress in 1966 was Julie Christie in the movie Darling.
You remember the movie Darling?
That classic movie Darling that everybody
so
talks
much
about.
Better than Sound of Music.
This has one of the best musical scores of all time. I mean, I would name all the classic songs, but I think that would just be too much of the podcast. There's so many just great songs or whatever that have held up over time, and it's just an amazing film. Everybody did a great job. It is a bit longer, I would say, especially for that time period. It's a great film or whatever, and I think it's good for the whole family.
At the time, Julie Andrews was 20. Christopher Plummer was 35, and the girl that played Liesl was 22. How would you like to have your new stepmom be 2 years younger than you? Giving you advice about being in love.
She's going to cover up the mistakes for you if you get caught in the rain. So, she's good.
Help her to know that I'm her friend. And help her to tell me what she's been up to.
I kind of thought this was like watching Mary Poppins, but with no magic and more kids and Nazis.
Yeah, there's a grip of Nazis in this movie.
Yeah. The Von Trapp family had a 1937 Mercedes-Benz 540K Cabriolet B. That car was boss.
Dope!
And then the car they escape in, the groundskeeper's car, was a Citroen Traction Avant. And its claim to fame was that it was front-wheel drive. That makes it better for escaping Nazis. You absolutely, positively have to get away from Nazis. Citroen is the way.
Being a Protestant and not knowing anything about nunneries, I was like, well, is she a nun already? Do nuns have Rumspringa that they send the nuns out into the world per year? That's not, but she was not a nun yet.
It's their own kind of Peace Corps that they have, that people out to do like nannying and then get thee to thy nunnery afterwards.
Nice. Look at you busting out the Shakespeare.
Get thee to a nunnery.
The way I really learned about this, though, was I watched the 2013 Sound of Music live with Carrie Underwood, who is the most Protestant nun ever.
I did hear that was bad.
Well, one of the reviews I read of that she was very good. She had the voice to certainly do it, but everybody else in that play was a genuine, top-notch, top-tier actor. And then there was Carrie Underwood, who was just like, I'm waiting for the next song to come.
Y'all?
There's so many of those live action remakes, and that's kind of the thing of the thing of the day now. But I just think there's so many like The Sound of Music. I would rather watch The Sound of Music than watch some live action remake or whatever that's not going to be as good, because there's so much to live up to.
Preach it, yes.
It's not like there haven't been musicals that could really do with a modern interpretation. It's just not Sound of Music. I don't really understand why you're like, hey, this one, lots of people think that it's the perfect film. Let's redo that.
The Godfather, the remake with Jack Black.
Edelweiss, every morning you greet me.
Edelweiss was written for Sound of Music.
That is insane.
I found two interesting things about Edelweiss. I guess there's actually people that after I've seen it, The Sound of Music, think that's the Amsterdam national anthem or whatever, because it's so synonymous with the movie or whatever.
I pray that you will never let it die.
Supposedly the second time when Plummer does Edelweiss at the end of the movie, he says after, oh yeah, I was drunk during that.
I had read that too. Christopher Plummer has said that he was drunk through most of this, and he also called it the sound of phlegm.
Liesl had a huge crush on Plummer.
Everybody should have had a huge crush on Plummer because he was the boss.
I can't wrap my mind around the fact that he was in Up and Knives Out and Inside Man.
Oh, so good in all of those.
He's a handsome old man, but like his handsome old man doesn't look like his handsome young man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Robert Wise was kind of obsessed with movies about girls named Maria.
Maria!
The best line was,
If the Nazis take over Austria, I have no doubt, Herr Zeller, that you will be the entire trumpet section.
You flatter me, Captain.
Oh, how clumsy of me. I meant to accuse you.
like, so cold, like throwing the shade, like mad throwing shade.
Taking all the parts out of the car
I have sinned.
to sabotage the Nazis.
I too, Reverend Mother. What is this sin, my children?
Don't mess with the nuns, man. And how about the Baroness? What a classy lady, really. I mean, she's a little snaky throwing Maria out. When she realizes her gig is up, it's like she takes it like a champ.
This is a reach, but how about her as the first instance of the manic pixie dream girl? Yeah, so she comes in, uptight guy, kind of loosens him up, shows him what fun is like, marries him, and they have 7 children and go running from Nazis.
The actual Von Trapps, it wasn't as exciting.
Yeah, they took a train.
They weren't hiding in the nunnery.
If they had marched over that mountain, they would have ended up in Germany. That's the worst escape plan ever.
No, it definitely is a feel-good movie. It's a long film, obviously, that we've discussed, but it's worth the payoff.
Plummer, his first Academy Award, he won it at age 82. And when he accepted the award, he said,
You're only 2 years older than me, darling. Where have you been all my life?
Everybody in this movie was awesome. So, no ukuleles, though.
No ukuleles.
This was...
I think that, honestly, you could do this using a ukulele instead of a guitar, and it totally works.
Sister Poppins. I'm going to give this 4 ukuleles. It was just a good time. I thought she did a great job. I thought everybody in it was just fantastic.
You know, I'm going to give it 4 ukes because being able to just openly weep while watching a movie, you just don't, you don't have that many opportunities to do that. So yeah, 4 ukes.
I will give it 3.5. It was a little long, but yeah, it still was a good movie.
You know what? I'm gonna be a little generous. I'll give it 4.5 ukes. Great film. You know, I love it. I've watched it many times. I think I've seen it about 3 or 4 times, obviously because of the length. But great film. Anytime you can win over the Nazis, get a W over them, that's always a good time, right?
Yeah, we like that.
It's over.